Welcome back to Algebra 1, Chapter 7, Section 6 in this book. So we've been talking about systems of linear equations, which is not one but two lines. Where do they cross if you do them on a piece of graph paper? But last time we learned sometimes they're parallel and don't cross at all, or sometimes they're the same line and don't cross at all. So, but what about if it's an inequality? Well, you can do these, and also your calculator can do it. So in a separate video, I'll show you how to do it with your calculator. Now, when you're not using your calculator and you're doing problems for me or a college professor or whatever, always use graph paper and make it neat. And I want you to use colored pencils. See how I use different color markers? I want you to use colored pencils. Otherwise, you get a big scribble mess, and that's not good work. You got to work neat, work carefully. Use those colored pencils or colored pens or something like that. All right, so how do we do it? Well, just like how we graphed more than one line on a piece of graph paper, we're going to graph more than one inequality on a piece of graph paper, and where they intersect, what gets colored more than one time is the answer. So let's do this one. First I put on y is less than 2. Now remember, this is the less than symbol. Pac-Man wants to eat what's bigger. That's the greater than symbol, and that's equals, all right? And if it is less than or greater than, you draw a dotted line. If it's or equals, you draw a solid line. So that one, since I drew equals on it, now it will be solid. All right, so let's do this one. Y is less than 2. So how do I do it? I go to y, I put a dot at 2. Then I tell myself, no matter what, x can go up or x can go down, but y equals 2, and it's a dotted line because there is no equal sign underneath. Now, what gets colored? Well, y is less than 2. So the less side of y gets colored. So all this is the less side of y. The less than side, the lesser side, it goes to negative, it gets colored, okay? Now we're going to do this one. X is greater than or equal to negative 1. We go to x equals 1 and put a dot. Then we say no matter what, y can go up or y can go down, but x is greater than or equal to negative 1. Which side gets colored? X is on the greater side. Pac-Man wants to eat him, so we color the greater side of x. That's x, and this is the big side. That's where the numbers are going up. I'm going to double do that one. Okay. All right, now we're going to do our green one. Now this one we need an if-then chart. If x is 0, y is negative 2. If y is 0, I need to move x to the other side. So it's negative x is greater than negative 2. And then divide both sides by negative, x is 2. So now I'm going to take my green one, and if x is 0, y is negative 2, put a dot. If x is 2, y is 0, put a dot. It's a dashed line because there's no or equal to. And the thing that gets colored is the greater side. See how Pac-Man wants to eat y? So I colored this part. Everything on the top of this line, not the bottom. Now what's the answer? The answer is the part that got colored in blue, black, and green. So it is the stuff that's on this side over here, that's on this side here, and that side there. And it turns out that it's this little triangle right there was the part that got colored 3 times. On your graph paper, it will be easier to see with your pencils because when I write over with one marker, with another one, it erases. Okay? This one, they gave us the picture and they said, what are the inequalities? Well, we have 2. We have y being equal to 3 and y being equal to 1. And with this y equals 3, we colored underneath it, so it's less than. With the y being 1, we colored above it, so it's greater than. And these are dashed, so it's just greater than and less than, not or equal to. We can do 4 of them on here. Okay? x is greater than or equal to 0, so we go for x and put a dot at 0. It's the greater than side, so we're going to color x greater than or equal to 0. That's that one. We didn't have to draw the line, it was already there. It was the y-axis, okay? Now we're going to do y is greater than or equal to 0, dot in the same place. And this time we're coloring the greater than side for y. So far my common area is this quadrant. Okay, so now we're going to do y is less than 2. We go to y equals 2 and put a dot. We say to ourselves, no matter what, and we draw a line this way and that way, and y gets colored on the less than side. See how it's less? So now the part that's being colored 3 times is that right there. And now we're going to do this one. So if x is 0, y is 3. And if y is 0, then we have to, then we put plus 1/2 x, then we multiply both sides by 2, and we get 6 equals 0. Oh, 6 and 0. If that doesn't make sense to you, just trust me on this one, because this is more about the coloring than the math here. Okay? So we have 2 points. If x is 0, y is 3, 1, 2, 3, put a dot. And if x is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, y is 0, this is or equal to, we draw a solid line, and y is the less than side of this. So the thing that got colored 4 times was that shape right there. Ta-da! All right. That's it. Math is great. Oh, good. The thing was going off. I thought I ran out of time. Math is great. See you next time.